Hey guys, Redash here. Genshin Impact. You guys heard of Genshin Impact before, right? If you haven't, it's one of the most popular gacha games out there right now that took the world by storm. It's basically like Breath of the Wild, but with anime waifus and husbandos. The main difference is that you have the vast variety of characters to choose from, but only if you grind several hours saving up for primo gems, in-game currency, or like most gacha players, you can spend money for the chance of receiving your favorite husbando or waifu as a playable character instead of grinding. However, today we have a non-playable character who also travels with the main protagonist Aether or Lumine and Hoyoverse mascot for Genshin Impact, Paimon, in which we have her in the Genshin Impact mascot figure collection. Paimon is not emergency food box set of 6 figures. As you can see, I got my box set from Ami Ami for $97. And what a stunning illustration of Amiko and Liliko, who are Ame Ame store mascot, they left me as a thank you card. How thoughtful of them. Right out of the package, most of the text on the box is in Chinese.
早上好，中国！现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋，但是速度。
Even the game logo. Because Genshin Impact first originated in China.
冰淇淋。
And what a cute box design. A grassy field with turquoise skies with clouds, which seems like they took inspiration from the fields of Mondstadt from the game. Here's a translation of the box title. It's not emergency food, Paimon Gourmet Theme Box, which is an inside joke that is mentioned several times in the story.
Paimon! Why are you looking at me like that? What an exotic creature! Is it edible? No! For the last time, Paimon is not emergency food!
And here are the translation of the list of Paimon dishes we can get. Flaming Red Bolognese Paimon, Fisherman Toast Paimon, Pile 'em Up Paimon, Adeptus Temptation Paimon, Tea Break Pancake Paimon, and Sintra Stir Fry Paimon. Now, let's open the box set and see who will we pull first. As you can see, the smaller box have the same design and list we just saw on the larger box. The first items we see when you open the box is a plastic bag with 2 cards. And it seems like the first box we open is a 5-star. If only I can pull a 5-star on my first try every time I'm pulling Genshin. The card it came with has the same title written on the back. On the other side, it shows an illustration of the 5-star Adeptus Temptation Paimon dish, which also indicate what figure we got in this bag. The second card was also in the box, but it's all in Chinese. But after further investigation, these cards have a QR code that takes you to a MiHoYo website where you can redeem these codes on the cards for points. And with those points, you can use them to win the chance of winning more Genshin Impact related product. For the sake of the video, instead of showing all these codes one by one per box opening, I'm gonna put all of them on screen right now and in the description to anyone who wants these codes, because they're only one-time use. So first come, first serve. Good luck. And make sure to use them before September 30th, 2022, because these codes will expire. Alright, back to the video. We have this silver bag that the figures are packed in with the Genshin Impact logo and the shape of Paimon's head printed on it. I almost forgot, but this Decicant bag was also in the box, so it can keep moisture, mold, and bad smell out. Finally, this figure is out of the bag, but it's wrapped in another plastic bag with her crown or halo wrapped separately. There's a hole on Paimon's head, so you can connect her crown to her head. And here's a close-up view of the figure. We have Paimon's head and little hands sticking out of the pot, which is the Adeptus Temptation dish because this is the only food item in the game that has this pot. And they also added firewood at the bottom and sweat droplets on her head to indicate that she is currently being cooked.
Oh no.
This figure is 2 inches tall, and for human comparison, it fits in the center of my palm. Alright, let's move on to the next box. It has the same design as the last one. Right out of the box, the card usually show what figures are in the bag, so I'll try not to show them when opening the other ones, so it can be a bit more exciting on who we get next. I am assuming for all of them that the crown is going to be packaged separately, so I'm going to speed up the assembling process for all of them. For our second pull, we have the Xingxua Stir-Fry Paimon, a 3-star dish, which it seems like she's in the mushroom, but if you look from the side, she's actually hugging it. They also added the lotus head seed, which is part of the recipe, right behind her, even though it's not shown on the card illustration. And she is sitting on a slice of Junyun chili with a full plate of cabbages at the bottom. Just like the last Paimon, she is also 2 inches tall. On to the next box, this time without showing the cards. For our third pull, we have the Break Pancake Paimon, a 2-star dish, in which we have Paimon hiding in between the pancakes. When I first got this figure, I was wondering where was the honey that goes on top of the pancake. But going off the illustration on the card, I first thought she was drooling over the pancakes, but it turns out it's supposed to be the honey, in which you can see they sculpted the honey pouring out of her mouth. Unlike the other Paimon, she's a bit shorter, just by 1/4 off, measuring up to 1.75 inches tall. For our next box, we have the 3-star Pile 'em Up Paimon dish, in which it's a dish made with steak, potato, cheese, and small lamp grass. However, for this figure, the dish is more simplified, leaving us 3 pieces of steak and cheese, a piece of small lamp grass, and no potatoes and small lamp grass at the bottom to be seen. But in exchange, we can fully see her chibi body, unlike the others, which demonstrate she is trying to pull off the top layer of the steak off the pile. Just like the first 2 Paimon, she is also 2 inches tall. Up next, we have the 2-star Flaming Red Bolognese Paimon dish. The first thing that caught my eyes was the plate. I have no idea why they colored it in orange, but the in-game dish and the card both have a white plate. Don't worry, it's not a defect, because the online promo for these figures also have the same orange plate. For this figure, instead of the flaming bolognese sauce that goes on top of the spaghetti, you get an angry Paimon instead. And like most of them, she is also 2 inches tall. For the final box, we got the 2-star Fisherman Toast Paimon. This time, she is laying down on a piece of toast covered in sauce, made out of tomato sauce, onion, and a single piece of cilantro. Out of all the Paimons, she has the most worried face out of all of them. It seems like she knows something horrible is about to happen.
No, I don't want to be
This Paimon measures up to 1.5 inches tall, which makes her the shortest Paimon out of all of them. Here are some size comparisons. First, all the Paimons together. Next, a Senko-san and Satanichia Nendoroid, a Senjo Gahara and Aqua Figma, a Papa Parade Darkness and Shiro, a Corfu Chizuru and Maya-san bunny figures, and finally, here are all the Paimon figure displayed with their cards. Overall, as a Genshin Impact player, I think these figures are great because of how small they are. They don't take up too much space, so you can display them anywhere you want. Plus, they also came with those codes I mentioned earlier that you can redeem them to get a chance to win more Genshin related items. And for the amount of details they put into these minifigures, the paint job, sculpting, and how expressive they are, I absolutely recommend buying these figures. Let me know in the comments which of the Paimons was your favorite. I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash that like and subscribe button. Until next time, see ya!